Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of Super Symmetry. After the follow-up from last episode, we created this big crop farm over here and we built a fence around this, but there's still some stuff which I need to get done for this. Stuff which I want to prepare because we do have the Serenity Seasons mod, I believe is what it's called. The stuff which we actually need to prepare for though is a greenhouse. Yeah, the greenhouse glass is going to need cyan dye and 4 pieces of glass. Doesn't look like they need to be painted, but I want to try and make a 5x5 of this, so we're going to need 25 of these. These are going to be used to, well, make a greenhouse, and we can grow crops in it and not have to worry about the season of the stage when they grow, I think. So this is going to be very important to us in the future, so let's begin. And just like that, we now have all of the greenhouse glass which we're going to need. Now it's just the time of building this. The size of the greenhouse which I've chosen to build is going to be a 9x9 external, a 7x7 internal so that we can have a border, and then the actual farm area will be a 5x5 with the greenhouse glass above that. Well, if you didn't already see from the time lapse, I got killed by the bandits. We now need to take care of these before I can actually show off the greenhouse, so hold please. The threat has been neutralized. Now we can continue. There, the greenhouse is done, so this will allow us. We currently have a cactus in here so we can get more of these, and we also have a potato because these only grow in spring. And one of the food sources which I noticed is a roasted potato on a stick. Pretty easy, but it's actually a decent food source early on. It's just a baked potato and a stick, so it's really easy to craft. That's going to be the future of food for me. I've also noticed that there is a repair bench which will allow us to repair the armor which we're wearing, this bandit vest and bandit pants, because we are getting heavy cloth from the bandits which keep attacking us. So this will be able to repair our armor, and eventually we'll be able to craft some more armor, which is going to be really useful. The repair bench, to actually be able to repair stuff, I think we put it in this slot, and then it'll give us the option to repair some of these. You just click here, it will say what's actually required to repair whatever you're targeting. So here it says that this needs 4 heavy cloth. If you click it, it will repair it, which is going to be really useful. Keep things repaired so we can keep the armor for as long as we want, as long as we have some heavy cloth. Now it's time for probably what everyone has been waiting for, me actually progressing to the low voltage age. In this episode, I would very much like to be able to get chapter 2 unlocked, locked and loaded for all of the low voltage machines. So we just need to progress through here to be able to get this. So we need to get circuits. We need a vacuum chamber to be able to get the vacuum tubes. So we've got 1 extra steam machine. We also need to be able to get rubber. We need the vulcanizing press, as well as the steam latex collector and the coagulation tank. So we have to set all of these up today. I think we're going to start off with the steam latex collector though for now. So we just need to craft this and then set it up. To actually be able to get the steam latex collector, we are going to need quite a bit of steel for the steel rotor and the steel drill tip, which is why I added another blast furnace. So we can now do wrought iron into steel, then one of these is going to be banded iron into pig iron. So increased production for what we actually need. Well, now comes the time to actually set up this steam latex collector, which is a new block unique to Super Symmetry. I also don't know if it's going to work with the rubber wood log being unnatural. We'll find out if that actually needs to be up against a tree. Right, I have just run a steam line through here so that this gets some steam. Let's see if this will actually work. It definitely does work. I don't reckon this is going to be able to auto output. Kind of loud, isn't it? Okay, let's muffle this with a hard hammer, just so that it's quiet. So this is just going to be producing latex by the looks of it infinitely. So we now need to make the coagulation tank and an iron rod to go in the coagulation tank. Then we will be able to start getting some latex dust, I mean. Right, coagulation tank. We can now build this, and it is going to reside inside this room as well. So the GUI is here. I guess that we can't pump fluids in and out of here. Should we try it? Should we make a steam pump? Yeah, it's just a bunch of bronze. Yeah, we could do that. My. That steam pump crafting this was very intense. A lot of micro crafting. But hey, let's give this a go. Let's see if this will actually... It does look like it connects. So steam's going to come out of here, the steam vent. If we have the pump up here, set this to export. Should export the latex into this pipe. Should be able to connect that. And latex does go in here. That's very nice. So this will also work pretty much passively. As long as this we can supply steam to it, this will continuously be able to produce latex dust, which we're gonna probably need a lot of it for the low voltage stage. Now it's time for a steam vulcanizing press for the quest. Another steam machine. Okay, so I've been preparing a lot of materials, a lot of dusts which we needed. So to actually be able to get the rubber, we needed latex dust, which we get from the coagulation tank. The sulfur dust comes from roasting pyrite in the steam roaster, and the zincite, it comes from steam roasting sphalerite dust. All of these materials together in the steam vulcanizing press. Very loud. Should start giving us rubber sheets. Very nice. Do let me know on what you think of this room. I have been decorating it and I do quite like the look of this now, but I'd really like to see what everyone else thinks of this. Well, I'm going to have to wrap up the episode here because time this week's episode has been quite a constraint. But next episode, we are going to be progressing more through the quests to get cable installation, motors, and then hopefully unlocking chapter 2 and getting some primitive low voltage circuits. So stay tuned. I hope you've all enjoyed watching, and I hope to see everyone some other time.